All right. Hello, everybody. Oh boy. I'm seeing on the stream it looks a little choppy. Looks a little choppy. How's everybody doing? And it looks like our windows are messed up too. So
Ooh,
we got
a
some
little
work.
bit.
Yeah, got some work to do. Yeah, how's everybody doing? We'll get this fixed up, but we are back for another MMORPG 201 evening. We're adventuring in Embers Adrift. And hopefully everything sounds okay while we get the visuals fixed up. But we've got our regular crew here, and we're going to be doing a five-person group tonight because we're down one. I think we're going to be doing some spiders. We're going to head over to the spider caves. But while I'm fixing this up, let's go around and introduce everybody. We've got, as always, got Desryn, the co-host with the most. How's it going, Des?
Hey, I'm representing Guild for the weekend here. I hope Zelik's proud.
Very nice, very nice. I really like it. Yeah, and we have another t-shirt contest going on right now, so we might be getting some new guild tees, which is always fun, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
not to brag or anything.
not to brag or anything, but yeah, we like to do fun stuff in the Plus Guild, and
Yeah.
of course,
Therek, before you start moving stuff around,
mhm.
when Mujinn flips his camera on, it might fix your overlays.
Okay. So Mujinn, do you want to flip your camera on
So
for me there?
Flippity flip.
I, I don't want you to go through all the trouble of
Yeah,
moving
Yep.
sources
I
around
appreciate
and
that, because you know that's what's gonna happen. So, all right. So let's just add in Mujinn's camera. Anyway,
Got some hot chocolate in my barrel mug here.
oh,
One of my
nice.
favorites. It's massive.
Nice.
Like Donkey Kong's barrels.
You know what?
that's pretty
Right?
styling.
I never understood what is the point of having a mug that is like less than like an 8-ounce mug? Like, does anybody, you know, what is the point of that? I don't really
My
understand that.
smallest mug is 8 ounces, for
Right,
sure.
right. So yeah, no, I always go for the biggest mug available. That's not that's clean when I go to drink my coffee in the morning for sure.
How about the little tiny like espresso cups or whatever?
I don't know how like those are purely form over function. Like they serve absolutely no purpose.
It's basically a shot glass.
It really
That's
is.
how I think of it.
I mean, you need like I need more than that, man. I need some serious coffee.
Not if it's brewed like that, like byproducts is saying, mocha pot or espresso. Like, I make my coffee in a mocha pot,
Hmm.
and if I made a full one of these mugs all the way full of that coffee,
Right.
I would be a dead man. That's
You know,
not the amount I drink as it is not healthy.
I see. I guess because I grew up with it. I grew up in like with a percolator making, so that's espresso, and so I drink about like 3/4 of espresso with no, 1/4 creamer, like every morning, 2 cups basically.
Right.
But I'm used to it. It doesn't drive me. I know some people are like are dying, but I'm like I'm just like I was doing it since I was like 10.
I think two cups is, I think, healthy, for sure.
Yeah, a
It's when you
percolator
start
is not
drinking.
espresso. I'm sorry.
No, okay, then maybe that's why.
No.
Yeah, that's why.
No, a percolator is is basically like drip coffee and rebrewed. It's
Okay,
not
fair
actually
enough.
that much stronger than coffee.
Well then, man, that
Oh, I'm
makes sense
so
now.
glad that the first well actually was not me this stream.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stans. Looking out for me.
No, I do. I work with a lot of people also who are real coffee nerds, so it's a frequent source of conversation at work. And I always use a mocha pot, which is not espresso, but it is very strong. So it's kind of bordering right up there in the strength per volume. And I still will never forget the day that my sister was visiting, and I had my cup of coffee out on the table, and she just kind of grabbed it, thinking it was coffee, and just took
Oh,
a
yeah.
big old gulp.
And
The look on
she-
her face of what did you just do to me?
she was never seen again. She was in the bathroom for 3 hours because, you know, powerful coffee does funny things.
And I agree with you because I actually had espresso in Cuba and it was a lot stronger. That little tiny, it was like a roadside stand, and he gave me a little tiny cup, and that was way
Yep.
stronger than what I have at home. So I'm like, okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's
that's the
always
thing. Go ahead.
a funny thing is like working in coffee. Most people nowadays kind of know what they want, like for real, but you often enough get folks that ask for the wrong thing, and you have to like clarify, be like, so is this actually what you want? Because it looks
Because
like
you asked for
want...
something crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and especially if you've traveled like internationally, right? Like American coffee is not the standard. It's not anywhere near what is coffee in other parts of the world. It's very, very different. So, like you better like be specific when you're asking for coffee in other parts of the world. Like you want an Americano, usually it's like,
Yeah.
So
The amount of cappuccinos I've had returned because they're like, this is all foam. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. But it's all good. I get like not everyone's like super into it, so but it's still kind of funny.
Or
The
Therek, you get
lingo
the
scares me. I never go to a Starbucks because I don't know what to ask. I'm like, I'll just.
Oh,
I know.
byproducts.
Or Therek, you get the flip side of that, which is you're an American traveling and you know what you want where you are, and they look at you like, "Are you sure you want what you just asked for? Do you want American coffee?" No.
Yeah.
I asked what I asked.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes it's a live and learn thing, right? But I'm the same way though, Tetsu. I'm like Starbucks scares me because I'm like I am way too basic. I go in there. I'm like, what's a small coffee? Like, what's a medium? They're like, oh, that's a grande. I'm like, oh, crying out loud.
Well, but that's all like made up stuff.
I
That's
know.
the funny.
I know. It's
That's
just
the funny
made up.
part.
Yeah.
But yeah, byproducts. I did coffee for several years. I was even trained by a national champion in Seattle.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool.
Hey,
Wow.
find out more things every day, right?
Seriously, wow. That is pretty sweet, man. Okay, I think I got the windows fixed up, so I appreciate the patience, everybody, with the window overlay and whatnot, trying to get that sorted out. Yeah, so, like I said, let's, I think we got everybody, everybody's ready to go. You guys are all ready?
We need to get Mujinn into the group.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then we should be good to
Yes.
go.
Okay, let me go full screen.
Mujinn's here. He's ready.
Yeah, stream's still really choppy though.
Yeah, I see that. It is pretty choppy.
Unfortunate.
I know. Okay, so what I'm probably just going to drop it down in a second. I'll drop the...
Desryn, your boots match your shirt. It's so fashionable.
Right? It was
And,
totally an accident. I'm not even gonna pretend, but a happy accident.
And byproducts, you're absolutely right. If he hasn't already, have to get Des watching James.
Oh
Hoffman.
yeah, I do. Sorry, I forgot to respond to that. But yeah, I do watch James Hoffman. Very great. The aesthetic is exactly what you would expect.
Weird coffee guy on the internet.
Okay, so let me just see if I can drop the resolution down live here while we're going. Hopefully rescale it.
And for the record, I am totally okay with people enjoying their coffee however they'd like, even if it's Folgers, like whatever works for you. But I really enjoy all the nuance of it. It like many things in life, it goes super deep for people that like get really into it, and any subject that has that kind of depth is really fun.
Oh, my motto on coffee is if it's not the consistency of motor oil, it's not real coffee.
I know a lot of people that would agree with that. That seems like...
Can my spoon stand straight up in it?
Yes. Can I chew it once in a while?
I mean, cowboy coffee. I that's the thing.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Now,
it is.
if you really want to start a fight, you debate the merits of coffee with chicory. And there are some people who have thoughts on that.
I don't think I've ever had
It's
that.
funny how like crazy people get about coffee additives. I mean, like I said, if you enjoy it, why not?
Mhm.
I know plenty of people. Here's a pro tip for people at home that want to do something festive with their coffee. Just put some. If you brew with like a regular, home coffee maker,
Are you
just
going to
put
say
some
cinnamon?
cinnamon on top of your grounds, man. I won't judge you at all.
I love cinnamon.
Tastes good.
Cinnamon's good on everything.
That's one where I wouldn't judge either, Des. I love that.
Cinnamon's just good. There's just no bad time for cinnamon, right?
True.
You could even do a few drops of vanilla extract up in the beans as well.
There, I might have. I might give you some pushback on that one, Des. But just don't put it in my coffee.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's just if you enjoy it, that's great. That's the point, right?
Calder says, I like a shot of eggnog in my coffee. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's so good.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is the time of year for eggnog and coffee, man. That is a great idea.
Oh, don't remind me. I've been so good this year about not getting eggnog because when it's here, I will just sit there and drink it.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, that can be a problem. Okay, so I think the stream looks pretty good. I dropped the resolution down.
We're super smooth.
So
Love it.
I think we're good to go.
Right.
So I appreciate you guys killing some time there and everybody hanging out while we adjusted to that. So let's start the adventure. Let's head to the Spider Caves.
Spider.
Must step on spider.
You know, I don't think we even finished introducing everyone.
No, well, we can do that. Desryn went on a 30-minute coffee spiel during his introduction. So yeah, we got Desryn, my rewind buddy. We got Stans in the fire. What's up, Stans? You doing okay?
I mean, I think we just kind of covered everything.
I think we did. Yeah, no, I'm not going to ask everybody if they're doing okay because we did basically a check-in. So
I think we pull in Mujinn and Tetsu, who kind of got steamrolled.
Yeah, well, Tetsu's tired from Tuesday night when he was causing havoc on the 101 stream. So yeah, but and we got Mujinn as always, our trusty, the only DPS in our group tonight. So
only one we need.
Yeah, Mujinn keeps us afloat here.
Responsibilities of the lone DPSer. Yeah, so yeah, it's looking a little choppy on stream too. I'm thinking once we get into the spider caves, it might settle down and not be so choppy, but we'll just go.
Oh yeah, now. That's too bad. It was smooth for a bit.
Yeah. I got too close to the sun. I tried to fly too high, and this is what happens because I thought with my new system, I'm like, oh, I'll stream at 1440p. We'll get some nice footage, and nope, can't have nice things.
The irony that you got a super beefy system now, and
I know
runs worse.
There's no excuses left because I have a super nice system. I've got gigabit internet. There is nothing on my end. There's no other devices in this house. I mean, there's a couple of phones or whatever that are on our, but they're on the Wi-Fi. They're not even it's not even connected via Ethernet, so that shouldn't affect it. So anyway, the point being, Embers, we're looking at you. This is your fault. Hey, Cyber Nomad. How are you doing? It's good to see you. 4 shots of tequila per cup in your coffee and a dash of MSG. Ooh.
The MSG threw me for a second. I'm like,
YOLO, right? I mean,
for real? Like, I don't, maybe.
Wow.
YOLO.
Oh, look at Giant Bear to the left.
Where? MSG is amazing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Let's go. We got to investigate now.
Oh my god.
See, they're not small.
It looks like a sloth. Like it's very like.
It has a real hunch to its walk. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's.
So it's actually a different model, kind of, or maybe a different animation.
Okay, well,
I think it's a. Yeah.
Triple red up. So that's one thing to remember here.
Oh.
It is straight up bad news for us. It is a
up.
really cool new addition.
Somebody else.
Oh, could you imagine getting spider silked? And that thing is just walking towards you.
Yeah, that would not be great. That would be a
wear off.
It's like being stuck on the railroad tracks and the train is coming towards you. It's like, uh-oh.
How do you get stuck on the railroad track?
Haven't you seen that, Mujinn, in every movie that's ever existed?
Every movie.
People get stuck in railroad tracks all the time, apparently.
Oh, and here's a group.
Yeah.
Collecting outside the cave.
Okay, well, let's just run in.
Mind if we do?
See ya.
I mean, we are kind of a big
That's a lot
deal.
of webs. I like it.
Yeah.
Don't forget your food and drink.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do that when we get there.
Oh, good call.
You know what? I don't think I have any food and drink.
I've got some extras. I'll hook you up.
I definitely don't.
Unless someone else wants to.
Yeah,
I've got
I
a
can give
little
him some.
bit.
I just bought some, so
Nice.
I don't have food though. I just drink, but that's probably more important.
Oh, if you have extra drink, I have more food than I do drinks. So
Yeah, I'll give him drinks and
Oh, it's got to be somebody to hand out the drinks.
We may be leapfrogging with these guys.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that these
I'm fine.
caves, yeah, these caves lead to that, the real spider cave, right? Which is going to be too much for us. So I'm thinking like we just hang out right where we did on Tuesday there before we started streaming that night.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a good spot because it's right at a zone line, right? So, oh, nice shield.
I think that's the shield we
Nice.
both actually have.
I've got the quest reward one.
Oh, that's right. You picked that one.
all right.
I think they made
Some
some
spider-
changes.
I'm in combat. I gotta
Yeah, we
go
can
to
trade
combat.
when we get there. I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I was hearing spider noises. I was getting scared. Wait, which way are we going?
You stands over here fighting.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're gonna. It looks
Oh,
like
I-
You
I
guys
was
all
thinking
ran
here.
completely the different
I was
direction for me.
following
Stan.
Tetsu.
Wait, which way are we going? What's happening?
Oh wow.
Okay, go back. Yeah, go back where Tetsu's going. Follow Tetsu. Sorry, you guys. That was my fault. It's you know what, that happens in this game quite a bit.
There's a lot of spiders. I don't know.
Yeah,
we
they
need to
keep
run.
sleeping me.
Okay, we got three ups. Can we handle this?
Let's see.
Yeah, we can handle it. We
try.
just need to get them in control now that we have everybody here.
Okay. I'll try and get the
Therek,
other one.
can you handle this?
Oh God, please don't do
I
that.
think I stunned one.
Good. I'm so glad it worked.
You can't take it.
I wasn't sure if that would ring true.
Why is my guy putting his sword away?
I don't think you can handle this.
Oh, the amount of sleeping that these spiders do is ridiculous.
It
The
is.
sap spiders need to die first.
Yeah, I'm like permanently webbed. Jeez Louise.
Which spider? Sap
The sap
spiders?
spiders. Yeah.
There's one at 62%. Let's take that one down first. It's the lowest, and it's the
Their
sap.
pathing is so odd.
Okay, trying to put one to sleep.
Okay. Just trying to get on the right one. I'm trying to get this one on me and get on the right one.
What are the yellow hand things mean above them?
That means they're calling for help, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw that with the exiles the other night.
Yeah, they had the little shield thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a shield or was it a hand?
I think it's a
Okay, shield.
hand. Yeah, it's like
It's
a
a
little
hand? Oh,
yellow
okay.
hand.
Oh boy, these guys just pulled everything.
They went the. Let's back up this way so when they come
Yep.
back, we're not gonna get trained by
I
them.
will when I'm awake.
Okay, we got one sap spider down. Let's do the other sap spider now. You guys had handled that really, really well. That was dicey.
Okay, I'll try to. I'm gonna put this one to sleep, maybe. There we go. CC for the win.
It's nap time. Don't
Oh
mind
no,
me.
not me. Thank you.
When I get slept, they'll go to the next target on the aggro list, but my aggro persists. So as soon as the sleep wears off, they come
Oh,
back.
good.
Sparoh says, I'm hearing a lot of excuses. You know, Sparoh, you could be here with us.
True.
I'm hearing excuses why you're not here. She's got more important things to do.
It's hilarious. We're not even in danger of dying. It's just taking forever to murder everything because we have 1 DPS.
We're in danger of dying of boredom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they made some changes to some of the striker classes.
Yeah, there was a lot of changes actually in those patch notes. They were quite detailed.
Yeah, are you seeing a little bit better stamina regen, Mujinn?
On this guy, especially even my baseline ones were like 12 to 15%. Now they're about 9 or 10%. And the only one that costs a bunch is my stun, which is 15%, and I think it was 20%. So I made some.
Yeah, my berserker definitely felt like I wasn't chewing as much stamina as out playing the other day.
Well, those
So they-
3-ups were way different than the Exile 3-ups that we were fighting. Although they were yellow. I mean, these were blue to me. So you guys are higher level too. So probably green almost to you. So
Yeah, they were like white to me.
well, I'm glad we
Yeah,
survived.
Did not everyone roll?
I rolled.
Oh, sorry, I was trading Therek. Let me roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the drinks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see if we can get in here and get a spot that's better pickings.
Okay.
Is this camp?
not-
Is there a group camping? Like, this is usually the spot, but looks like they left. Maybe. No, they're over there.
No, they're right in here. If we go into the room just past here, we might find some a spot we can.
Sorry, was struggling to split those.
That's okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate the food. Okay, so where did you guys go?
So go right through and then take a right, like not down, but yeah. There you
Right,
go.
I see. I'm all webbed, sticky and webbed.
Is there a third group here? There's a bazillion people in these caves.
It's a busy night in Embers
Surprisingly.
tonight, right? You guys were in town earlier. You said there was a
Yeah.
ton of people hanging out in town.
I was only here like less than 2 hours ago, and like it felt dead, honestly. But then logging in just a bit ago, ton of people in town and a bunch of people out here. So I don't know.
We might be better off going out, hitting an ember ring, and switching instances.
Hitting an ember.
There should be
yeah,
Ember
yeah.
Ring right here at the entrance of this thing. We don't have to go all the way back. We can
Yeah.
kinda come
Oh,
here.
yeah, you're right. If we zone into the instance itself, yeah.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Zoning in.
Can you just swap instances, or the instance there has to be enough players for the instance to be created?
An instance has to be open, but I'll bet you that there's enough people on that it'll open instance one for us.
Yeah, byproducts. I agree with you. Gamers Nexus is
Yep.
where I go. I mean, they're a huge channel, and for a good reason. I think they do some of the best stuff. That's where I got the reviews for the case that I chose for my build. So yeah, that one. And what was the other channel, Desryn, that I showed you? Hardware Canucks or something like that.
Hardware Canucks, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Lot of good ones, honestly.
Okay, so
Thanks, Steve. It's one of my favorite. I love they have all the little memes.
So if we go switch instance, do we need to put a number? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do 1.
Yeah, let's see if we get one.
4.
Invalid instance.
Oh.
It hasn't opened in instance one yet.
Wah.
Womp womp. But it looks like at least one of these groups has come through into here.
Mhm.
So,
So we can go back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the case for my build that I went with, my last build I had a Corsair case, which I really, really liked. But before that, I had a Lian Li, I don't know how to say it, but the case before that, I really, really liked that one. So I went back to Lian Li this time, and it's been excellent.
I think the group that went into the instance with us was trying to do the exact same
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
They're all running out past us.
Okay, well let's hang here and see what we can
Yeah.
do.
Let's see if we can kind of establish a spot here.
Yeah. Everybody just sit down. This is our sign that we are now camping this spot.
Well, Tetsu or Mujinn, do you want to go pull or see if we can get pulls?
Yeah.
Tetsu loves
I can
pulling.
pull. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so by the wall, the case that I got, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. Mesh, it was one of the mesh models.
Meshify 2?
Meshify 2, yes, I believe that's the one it is.
Yeah, these guys are level 15 and 16. What are they doing here on these mobs?
Yeah, seriously.
That's a great question.
I'm going to report
Maybe they want.
No, the group that's in the
I tried to
group
pull
that's in
one,
the
but they
other
took,
room.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe they want
The
to
group that's in the other room has some 12s and such, but There's a group of 15 and 16 runner that
Yeah.
should not be competing for these mobs.
Yeah, that's right. The wall Meshify is fractal design, not Lianli. So it's
Oh,
I think
sorry.
it's just mesh. I think it's just mesh to mesh something. I can tell you the exact one later. I can tell you in guild chat later.
I'm
Do we
just
want to
too big
maybe
of a
go to
Fractal
the
fan.
like kiddie pool exile camp maybe, because I mean it's kind of
Yeah.
tough here.
I agree. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Let's head that way.
I love that. Kiddie pool exile camp.
Which one's that? What do you consider the kiddie pool?
If when you go up towards the exile camp, you hang a left, right.
Are you
before
talking
you go
about
to
the
main
one
entrance.
1 stars?
I guess so. Yeah, whatever's there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if we could switch instance, this would be fine. But it looks like we're competing with several groups here.
What, I thought you
Yeah.
wanted to see lots of people around. No, you don't? I'm confused.
This is part of the adventure. I'm fine with
I'm
it.
not saying I'm not enjoying it. I don't mind. Whatever. It's fine. I've advocated for this for a long time. I've said, like if you get to a contested spot where there's contested content, find other content. And when Joppa talks about it, he's like, like that's part of the adventure is finding content that you can sort of claim for your own and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody doesn't see it that way, but I feel like there's some truth in that.
We're just
Bear,
training if
watch
you don't
out,
like
watch
it.
There, yep. Right or left? Left is where he's going, Tetsu. Like he's,
Yeah.
Well,
You sure that's a
Yeah.
bear?
it's a sloth bear.
It's
Wait.
very
Oh yeah, the front
sloth-like.
legs are like
Weird, man.
they're really all
They're
about.
too
just
long, and there's an extra joint.
Yeah,
It's a bit undead.
it's a very strange looking model there.
Yeah, it's like they mixed the what is it the fox and the raccoon too.
Oh my
Raccoons in
gosh.
this game are weird.
Yeah, like they're just like kind of putting two animals together and
The raccoons in this game are annoying. If I'm out soloing, I fight everything but the raccoons because of the rabies, man. That rabies they give you is so annoying. It's 2 minutes long and it completely stops your regen for like 2 minutes.
oh
Yeah, it's no good. Ban
Des
raccoons.
currently is laughing in healer.
yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, I was just fighting a bunch of them earlier. I didn't see a problem.
You dumb healer. Got your healer abilities.
Were you eating food, Therek?
I was eating food.
The food should be enough to counteract it.
I was frothing at the mouth from my rabies. Let's see what the situation is.
Oh man, I'm
over
having flashbacks here.
here. You're just waiting for that train to come cresting over the hill as we come up here.
Exactly.
It's like 30 exiles with it.
And we saw some good trains Tuesday night.
Did we ever? Oh my gosh. Crazy train. Da-na-na-na-na.
Well, that's how it
Okay,
goes.
like Vietnam War flashbacks, that kind of flashbacks.
Yeah, something like that.
Traumatizing.
Sort of.
Tetsu, yeah. We got these little guys out here. We can just. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna nab one of these.
Oh, this is red.
That's a red.
Red to me, so we'll see how that
Oh,
goes.
but it's yellow. It's yellow to me. So
Oh, yeah, you got
Alright.
me.
So you will be the only one doing damage. No, I hit
mean,
it
kinda-
before.
yeah, kind of all these guys here are gonna be at this level,
That's
more or
fine.
less.
No, that's fine.
No, we were talking about cases, and I have a Corsair case, and I bought the one with the glass front, but then I regretted it afterwards, and now I want the one with the mesh front. So
Mm,
I'm
mm.
so indecisive. I'm a very indecisive person, and then I regret my decisions every time.
Well, that's what you know. What that's like. My wife, she does a lot of online shopping, and she's like, if I don't like it, I just send it back. I just return it. I'm like, wow, that is.
Yeah, I'm the same. I bought in 3 of the same thing, and be like, this one fits better. No, okay, you 2 are going back.
And I'm like, it's more trouble than it is worth for me to buy it and send it back. I would just keep it, even if I don't like it. I'm just like, whatever. It's not,
Wow.
yeah, we have different.
Therek is a corporation's dream.
All right.
I used to be that way, but then I realized I don't wear half the clothes I have because I don't like how it fits. So I'm like, instead of settling for like 3 shirts, I'd rather just really get one I like, and then I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, that's the cause of your indecisiveness for sure.
Yes.
You're very particular.
I am. It's cost me a lot of money. Like I had to spend $15 to get that mesh front. Thank God it's interchangeable with this case.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
good.
happy we
Oh,
figured it out.
that's a lifesaver. Because a case, like, it's funny because the case is usually like smaller in terms of the financial investment in building a new system, but if you're going to switch it's the biggest pain in the butt, right? So everything has to come out and then everything has to go back in, and it's like,
And you got to make sure that everything fits in the case that you want.
which is no guarantee these days because they like to do funky dimensions sometimes with stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm at the point where if it doesn't fit in a mid tower, it's more hardware than I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. My last case, my Corsair, was a mid tower, and it was big. This one said it was a full tower. It's smaller than the Corsair mid tower was. So I don't know what the requirements for a full tower, like if there's like some fluidity in the dimensions of a definition of a full tower, but this one is like perfect size, actually. I was worried that it was going to be too big. Because I remember I told you about it, Desryn, and you're like, oh, going with the big boy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's actually fine.
That's cool. It wasn't all the time that my last job we would get a full tower, but when we did, it was like we had one guy that brought in like a probably late 2000s Alienware desktop. I swear that thing weighed like more than some of my coworkers. Like it was so heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, they get
also
pretty
sucked
heavy.
too. But
it was like a paperweight. It was basically
dude
just
had to play WoW. He had to play WoW, man. I get it.
Oh boy, gosh. Don't piss off the audience, Des.
No, I'm being serious. If it does what you need it to do, don't need to upgrade.
Yeah, well, I mean, to play WoW, I don't think you need that. An Alienware system, you probably need like a
late
calculator,
2000s Alienware system.
Yeah,
so
fair enough. Yeah.
I think my buddy bought an Alienware system for WoW back in like 2004. It was like a big green one. It was the coolest thing ever back then.
yeah, back then they used to be so cool.
Yeah.
And then they got bought by Dell.
They were the best thing at the time. They were like, you saw those advertisements in like PC Gamer, and they were like,
Oh, dude.
what, $5,000 for an Alienware system was like a major deal.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only thing they kept was the price.
Yeah. Everything else has gone to shit.
When I was looking at pre-builts, like everyone craps on them because they're like horrible airflow and proprietary stuff, and
Yeah, a lot of the big companies are just that way, unfortunately.
my younger brother got an Omen, and that one actually is not bad. You can swap everything out on it, which is pretty cool.
Omens have actually been proving to be really popular platforms for a lot of people to do that, where they can get one as a pre-built and use it as a stepping stone.
Yep.
They've gotten a pretty good rep for that.
I legit used to recommend that to people at Geek Squad that wanted to do that. We had like one model that was good for it.
Nice. You worked at Best Buy. You were on the Geek Squad.
Yeah, my last IT job was actually Geek Squad.
Wow.
Wait, were you a barista at the Geek Squad?
That would been awesome. If I could mix those two professions in a non-stressful way, I would totally do it.
That's $1 million idea. Tech support and coffee barista guy. You know, like who doesn't want that?
Just don't spill the coffee on the computer you're fixing.
Right.
You gotta be. Des is a pro. He wouldn't do that. He'd have like a non-spill cup of some sort that was like ergonomically sealed. Ergonomically, that's not the right word. Hermetically sealed is the word I was looking for.
Byproducts, in the back of my head, that would just be such a cool thing to do. But I've had too much experience in the restaurant industry to delude myself into thinking that would be a good idea.
So Byproducts basically had a GameCube because this PC had a carrying handle on the top.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh man, that's going back a ways.
Yeah, it hails back to like the freaking awesome IMAX of yesteryear. Those are cool, man.
The iMacs. I've never owned a Macintosh in my life.
Wow.
Aren't they great for gaming?
I mean, no. I mean, I know people who had handles on top of their PCs for like LAN parties and stuff, right? Because they would take their PCs over to buddy's place and
That was my thought, was LAN party.
yeah, playing some Duke Nukem, some Doom over Ethernet.
But man, back, I had an LC2 back in the day, then a Mac 800 AV. I actually used to use Mac pretty extensively back in the day.
Nice. I feel like I really enjoyed them back, like, about up to 2010. But I didn't own one until 2014, oddly.
Okay, that's it for the kiddie pool. Do you want to see how we do at the front of the front gate, or
Yeah, sure, why not?
wait for okay.
Yeah.
Let's head over
Give it a
back
shot.
to the
I
front.
mean, the worst that happens is we die.
The worst that happens is we die. That's what I love about video games, is you can say that and be totally serious.
Right.
So how do you guys feel about the lack of XP or no XP loss? Like, good or bad? I mean,
It's a good question. It's a very good question. How do I feel about it?
to be honest, I think it's a good. I like it in this game because the game is hard enough. Like it's punishing enough already as it is. I feel like after I played 11, it feels like overkill. Like it's like takes 10 weeks to level up and then I lose XP. I mean, I'm all right with it. But I feel like this is a good middle ground in terms of like something that EverQuest or 11, and then like WoW and everything else. Modern. That's how I felt recently.
So I haven't died that many times, honestly, on either of my characters. This one being level 8, my other character being level 10. I honestly haven't died that many times. Maybe 5 times, maybe 4 times. So I haven't really felt, even if there was XP loss, I wouldn't have felt it that much anyway. It's surprising that I really don't mind the fact that there's no XP loss. I'm surprised by that, but I have to say, be honest, I don't mind that there hasn't been, because I feel like the risk of losing your bag and all the money that you have on you is pretty hefty. It's pretty hefty as it is, which I'm surprised by.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean the fact that I have to go back, like there's enough fear of dying, like in the middle of a dungeon, because I'm like my bag is gonna be deep in the butt crack of this dungeon. I cannot die right now. So there's fear there compared to like modern games where there's no fear, right? So, don't die, Stans, don't die.
I cannot get this guy off these
popped the
stands
buff.
at all. Like he is just
It's
glued
good.
on you.
We're fine. I was just reading chat.
Oh yeah, in
Okay,
game.
now we're not so fine. I'm out of or stamina.
Yeah, I trying everything I can do to peel this guy off you. It ain't working.
I do feel like in combat, stamina regen is like higher. Just kind of anecdotally there.
Be interesting. Wonder if that's true. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go.
Is it because you have food this time?
No, it was actually this way when I didn't have food running or drinks
Or
running.
drink? That's what I meant. Yeah, drink.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's still fast. Because I thought it was the drinks too when I was soloing, but no, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think the regen seems about the same to me. Just check your abilities. They might have lowered some of your stamina costs on some of them. They did for me on the brigand character. I have to check my other tunes just to see if they did the same thing.
Is the mob healing itself, or am I imagining?
Mobs can drink potions. Yes.
Oh, that's probably what I saw.
I'm just barely doing any damage to this guy. I'm like 3 and 4.
Yeah, these must be much higher.
Yeah, these are 2 chevron red for me, and I'm at 9.
Yeah, they're 2 chevron yellow for me, so I get a lot of glancings on them.
We have a friend.
Yeah.
I'll do the
Or he
debuff
was
and
just-
see if it can. Oh no, my debuff missed. That was a waste
Oh,
of
wow.
stamina. Dang.
Yeah, mine just twice. It's missed my little makes additional damage when hit. Yeah. All right, I guess I'll just heal everyone.
Well, it looks like we're managing.
Chipping away at him.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly
Yeah,
wiggling
I'm
him
hitting
down.
them for 7 to 10.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
ooh.
Not
Dang.
level 10
Oh
yet.
my.
Armor class 8. Yeah, I can use
Yeah,
that.
8 for a shirt.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, you can't roll, Desryn. Then your shirt won't match anymore.
Oh, let it not match. I mean, do you see or at least the little graphic looks like it's way cooler than the shirt I have.
Congrats, Therek.
Oh, nice. I
Put
won.
that up. Put that on.
Yeah, put that on. Let's see how that looks. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I have to be 10. I'm not 10 minimum.
Oh well, I'm glad I didn't win it anyway.
So,
Womp womp.
not for another couple levels.
Level requirements. Such a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's true. It does.
You know, I'd agree, but then I'm like, it's a shirt.
Oh,
You're taking
ever-
it too literally,
Have you,
though,
ever
Desryn.
have you ever gone to the store and you're like, you know what? I can't get this shirt because I don't think I'll be able to figure out how to put it on.
think of it this way. Think of it as an expensive shirt. Like I haven't saved up $10 yet for this shirt. I can only afford a $5 shirt. So
There's a better.
But I killed a man for this shirt.
Exactly.
Oh, don't we all say that once in our life at least?
Only once?
Only once. There's a better analogy. What if you're like trying to lose weight and you're like, you're on your fitness program and there's a shirt you want but you can't fit into it, so you got to get to level 10 in your fitness program. That's the way I look at
Oh
it.
my god.
So you get fat and you de-level? Is that what happens?
No.
I de-level. I can't wear it anymore. I've gone fat.
Yeah, something like that.
Here we go.
Don't take it to the extent, and it makes sense. If you take it too far, it's not going to make any sense anymore.
Are we
Yeah,
going
we're gonna
back
have
to the kiddie pool?
We're gonna have
Yeah,
to,
let's go to
swap
kiddie
it.
pool
Yeah,
until we
'cause
get
it's way
some
too
levels.
far.
Yeah.
And they were clearing out the camp, so like I pulled something and never made it back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm a little biased because the current MMO I'm playing. I
What
won't
is it,
name
Des?
a name.
Please drop the name.
No, it has a pretty cool system that they've kind of refined a bit, where at a certain point you can get gear, like you can buy gear from the marketplace, get it from quests, etc., that is much higher than like your character's, let's say, score. And
Score.
the way it works out is it splits the difference. So if something is 600 and you're only 500, it gives you the stats of 550. And you can work on getting your level up further so that it gives you the full stats eventually. But yeah, I'm very much liking that.
Interesting system.
I'm just not a fan of just like having gear but not being able to use it. Like I'm okay with it scaling down. Like that's great, but
Man, what new game could that be?
I don't know. It's
What?
No. It sounds like an interesting world.
Does it have dragons?
Is
It has
a war game?
sandworms.
Is it a war game or something? I don't know. It's not Monopoly. That's all I know.
I would say it's actually like a pretty basic system, but like with Pantheon at least, because that's how we are, thinking about everything. It's like I would like to be able to wear higher end gear and just not have it, not have my character be able to utilize all of the potential. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess that it's not World of Tanks.
It's not that world.
So
Not that world.
It's a newer world.
But so can you wear it at any level, or is there like Like, even though it scales down, because you're not going to get the full effect from it because you're not there yet. Oh, those are nice.
They're level 10 as well,
Yeah.
so take that into consideration.
Well, they're tank.
Okay,
they're tank pants, though. Let's. Who
Yeah,
needs
those are
these?
absolute.
Who needs these?
Everything's
You and me.
Okay, I'm rolling neat.
To answer your question, though, they have separate level requirements. So if you don't meet the level requirement, you can't wear it in that game.
I
Which,
see.
again, I'm not. I wish they just applied the philosophy.
So it's just the gear score that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I see.
So in this case, you hit 60, and you can wear any gear that's level 60, but most of the level 60 gear that you get is not like the maximum gear score. So you kind of have to work your way up, but you can buy gear and get gear from quests that is much higher.
Right.
Um,
Do you?
and they're
So let me ask you. Let me play devil's advocate a little bit. Do you enjoy the feeling of like having something to look forward to in terms of gear? Like is that just would you ever want that? Like not being able to use it at all, does that make it more like of a carrot on a stick as opposed to being able to use it right away no matter what? I kind of like the feeling
when you
of
say
anticipation.
use it, though, when you say use it, it's like I'm still anticipating its full potential because I'm not
Yeah.
getting everything.
Yeah, but you.
Having said that, if it's something I have earned,
Mm-hmm.
I would say I want to be able to use it as soon as I get it.
Hmm.
But if there is some stipulation, it would be if I didn't earn it. So perhaps if it was traded to me, I, wouldn't be able to wear it. That's how you get to that point. I don't know, but that's kind of my whole deal. Is like if my character earned this thing doing my character, whatever I can do,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can't wear an item because it's like higher level or whatever. It's like, how is it higher level? I earned it.
What if your character got that item because they were running around with a higher level character, killing mobs
Then you have
shouldn't
good
have been able to
friends.
kill? I see how it is. Therek, can I borrow those pants until you're 10?
Yes, hold on. As soon as we get to where we're going here, I will trade them to you.
Yeah.
You
I
can
know,
borrow
I know it's a very funny question to ask, but
No, that's legit. That's legit.
them. Absolutely.
You always ask your friends, hey, can I borrow your pants until you can actually fit on?
Do you want
Therek, can I get into your pants?
Do you want to get in my shirt too, Stans? You can have that too.
Oh my gosh.
Is this gonna be
How
another
handsy
stream?
are we?
Is this going to be another stream where Therek's character just ends up wearing less and less? As the night comes?
That seems to happen in all our streams for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
I mean-
it's become a thing.
It is becoming a pattern.
It is
Just
becoming
saying.
a pattern.
That's why they call him Therek.
Thyric. Oh, I saw your reference to Thyric
Oh
in
my
chat today,
gosh.
Tetsu, with the Final Fantasy 11. But yeah, yeah, no, Thyric was a thing. Okay, let's see if I can request.
I think I lean to the side of let people use the thing and scale it
So-
rather than
This is going to sound weird, but
limitation.
I'm a big fan of delayed gratification, because I feel like the more of those things I have, the more I want to keep playing. Right? Like I like things that keep me wanting to move forward, and I feel like when you take that away, I mean, I know that like again, to use my wife as an example, she's not a fan of delayed gratification. She wants, like, she sees something online to buy, she wants to buy it now. She's not a fan of like, oh, wait till payday. It doesn't work like that with her. So like, but I'm the opposite way. I kind of enjoy that, knowing that there's something that carrot on the stick works for me, man.
Yeah,
What if
I'm
it's
the same way.
something? What if it's something that's on a 12-hour timer, and you get it on a different character, and you win it on a greed roll, and you have a character that can actually use it.
Sorry, I'm struggling with the pulling just because I don't have my
Yeah.
CC and Mez abilities, so like I'm not trying to kill us.
Dude, Nuff, you're doing fine, man.
Yeah, that was good. I saw what you were doing there. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
So, like, if you're on
Oh, you ran.
EverQuest,
Tetsu, when you make those pulls, don't run that far past me because my abilities have a cast time, and you ran
Oh,
them.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's very slow for me to pick these guys up initially. Is all.
Same when I'm healing.
Hopefully they don't start calling for help. That was annoying on Tuesday.
Did we check for the one right behind the house there in that
Oh,
tucked away
right.
spot?
Don't forget. Yeah. There is one there, isn't there?
What? Oh, in here? Yeah.
No, not over there. Over on the by the house we're standing right beside.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
there's nothing over there.
There was one that liked to tuck itself right in that little nook there.
Yeah.
That does bring up, another tie into Pantheon with the alarmist disposition. Like, is it not fun to have, this one mob suddenly bring, 5, 6 other mobs?
Well, what's fun is having options with your character to deal with it, right? Having an enchanter who can foresee it and mesmerize it ahead of time. That's what's fun. It's not
the
mechanic I
degree
have a
of
problem with.
control. It's the degree of control that you have the potential to exert over a situation, which in the tool sets we have on these characters is very narrow.
Yeah.
Whereas
I
in
do feel
another
very
game,
limited,
in another game that might be very different.
Yeah.
I think that's a big kind of defining point here.
Exactly. I would agree with
There's
that.
not a whole lot of CC in this game.
Not really.
For some
But
reason, I can't.
But maybe it's because we're lower level. Because I mean, with my warden, I'm able to mez somebody and then pull. I feel I have more options with that class than with this one. And we're only level. It's supposed to be a 1 to 50 adventure, right? We're not even a fifth through the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends on what skills come along later on. I mean,
Yeah.
we're at level 10-ish, 8 to 10, and I mean I've got 6 skills on my bar, right? Which is okay if they were a little bit more,
Yeah.
useful.
Class defining.
Yeah.
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 And that's really a big push-pull, especially of a slower progression game like this, is, we can look and say there's 50 levels and we're only in 8 to 10 range, but there's also, we are a good chunk of hours into these characters in play, and some of them really aren't fleshed out yet.
Yeah. If you're going to make leveling this slow, it needs to be robust, as Joppa would say.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta what's the word? You have to flesh out the levels if they're gonna take this long.
Yes.
Some stuff is inevitably needs to be front-loaded so that your character is your character by the time you've put 10 to 20 hours into them.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have their full tool set, they need to have a defined tool set.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to give the mobs questions that you have to answer, but you better give the characters some answers. You better give answers to those questions available. Right? If you don't, it just becomes frustration. How are those pants treating you, Stans?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
And Tetsu, you are the only healer.
Yeah.
AFK,
That's why I make sure I don't mess up my pulls. Wearing many hats.
We've got one on us back here.
Oh, you got one? Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know.
I figured you were too far away to see.
Yeah, I love a team that lets me know. As a puller, I love when the team lets me know there's a pop. That's very helpful.
Yeah, it's communication, man.
I saw you were out of my line of sight.
Yeah.
Oh, food and drink are down. Just a check for everybody. For me, at least, it's down.
Yeah, I gotta get my drink. Gotta get my drink on.
It makes quite a difference in this game.
And it's I'd have to say provisioner, like the people that make food and drinks in this game.
Oh, we're gonna have 2 pops here.
Oh yeah, right beside us. Yeah. One's
Yep.
a single, but there are both
I'm going to
red.
pick up the single if you can take out the double.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to heal through this.
Yeah, Des, we're
But
gonna
I
need you here.
can.
Oh, he's back.
Des
Thank
is
God.
back, just in time. Yeah, I can't even begin to get the Mafia stands.
Okay.
Okay, put one to sleep. Don't hit it.
Oh, sorry, I saw it.
Which
with
one
the
is?
last
Which one is? Yeah, you can't just say one. We need to know which.
All right, we should probably go take the one Chev down.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get outta here.
take the one up down.
Yeah, take the one
No.
Chev down because.
We need to run.
I'm a born cleric, is all. Just, it's fine.
Yeah, take down the one Chev and then we'll go after the 2 yellow Chev. They may be red to everybody.
So I've tried to use my
They're
my
calling for help.
debuff that I got at level 8 like 6 times, I want to say, and I haven't landed a single one.
If the mobs are red
Feels
to you, then
bad.
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just the
Well, it's
mob
just
we're
like
fighting.
Okay, I'm
because
gonna try
the
to
mobs,
stun the
crap.
short guy.
I can't get you.
Okay, I got him.
Okay, leave that stunned one alone.
Okay, I might be able to get you. I'm tapped though.
And
I got like 2 heals.
No, we
We
gotta
haven't
go.
had-
There's
you
a,
guys
kill this one
fail?
and run. Just kill
Yeah,
this one and
yeah.
run.
We gotta
Yeah.
go. We gotta go. We're gonna pick up some on the way
Alright,
out here
on it.
too.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch we're gonna end up picking up.
Choo-choo.
Yep. I'm trying to just kind of pick up at least swing aggro on all these guys. Oh, Mujinn, keep going. I've got him on me, so keep going.
Okay, the train in front of us is going back.
Some of them are breaking off. All but one is broken off now.
Yep.
Oh, I
We
might
have
be
one
tackling.
crossbow exile here.
Do
Guys,
we want to turn?
Nope.
oh,
He,
it leashed.
Let's take this one
Sorry,
guy
I'm,
here.
I'm with
Okay.
I'm with Therek.
Threk is leading the way.
everything broke. Oh, are you fighting wolves now or what?
We're right at the entrance here.
A bit farther from the entrance than you think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
entrance
this
to
isn't the entrance. This is the road.
the canyon
We're-
entrance,
the entrance
if
to
you will.
the entrance.
The pre-entrance.
The lobby.
The pre.
Pre-entrance.
Oh, good job. We survived.
Boots.
Butts.
We did have some help from one of our
Oh, we're level
guildies there.
10.
at the
Yes, I
end.
saw her.
I don't need those boots. What I have is better, so whoever wants them can take them.
I'll roll for when I hit level 10.
All right, I say we start back at the kiddie pool and work our way around.
Alrighty.
I like the kiddie pool. The kiddie pool's very chill.
I gotta drink some tea.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yep, I drank my last tea and I have one more food left.
I have a tea or two for you.
A tea
Yeah, I've
or
got some tea
two.
for anyone.
Desryn has
Actually-
a tea or two.
I
No,
think
I have
Tetsu has a lot more tea than I do.
Yeah, I've got like a few.
I
You
got
want biscuits?
27 minutes on this one, so it'll. Ooh, bickies.
Do you get some crumpets for your tea?
As I was saying, I think provisioners in this game are exceedingly rare. There does not seem to be a
that's-
lot of people making
that's what
provisioner
I'm doing.
characters. That's like
I just haven't been
Yeah.
playing a lot, and I don't have the materials. Is all.
it's like the money profession, man.
There's
Thank
one
you,
up
Tetsu.
the
Did
hill.
you guys go left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, kiddie pool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is that what we're calling this camp?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I don't mind it actually.
I kind of like when like areas or whatever areas within zones get like their like pet names or whatever within a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
EverQuest. has
Tetsu, the
tons of
guy
those.
in the little depression down there. If you want to pull him to us, we'll be ready.
He looks pretty happy to me, Stans. I don't know.
But
But
well, he's not going to be once we start. hitting him.
I didn't even see that guy in the woods.
He's hanging out by himself.
The reason that the whole, I got my one ability that I got a level 8, is a debuff, right? And the problem with it is the only time I need to use the debuff is when the mob is higher level and difficult. But then that's when it never lands.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yeah, there is that. That's a
Well, we're
common
only supposed to be
problem.
fighting between, I think, what, blue, green, white, yellow is what you should be fighting, basically.
Yeah.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
But when
ideally,
we were
yeah.
fighting the whites, I didn't even need to use the debuff. So like,
Well, maybe when we got like a bunch of them on us, you maybe did. Like when
Yeah,
we-
or
Or maybe
if
just
it's
go really
if
quick.
it's
I mean,
twos,
then you could just-
twos and threes ups that are active as well.
Mhm.
That's when we were playing on Tuesday night. We were playing stuff that was yellows and whites, but
You
at
guys
our
could come
level
up a
and
little bit
threes up.
towards the entrance. That'd be great.
But I hear what you're saying, Des. It's like,
Yeah,
you don't want it to be pointless because when you need it,
Yeah,
it should
I see what you're
land.
it's just like debuffs are shown even in long form combat games, like we're enjoying,
Hmm.
to be less efficient when you're killing stuff that is less dangerous.
Right.
So
You know what would be kind of
especially
cool?
in this game when it costs so much, it's 10% stamina, which I could use as like a massive heal, right? Like,
Yeah. You know what would be cool is if they had like a system where if you managed to get one debuff on it, it made it easier to further debuff. Like if you wanted to get it like on a chain, right? Because once you got one, the subsequent ones were easier.
yeah,
That would make sense. It makes sense that they're hard to get on because these are higher level, but it's also like kind of frustrating.
yeah. It's just like, I think the fundamental mechanic of debuffs is wasting resources when they don't land,
Hmm.
So that's why I kind of like the idea that it seems Pantheon was going with the duration, where it's like really unlikely it gets resisted. It just might have a low duration. Like,
Big
That's
pull,
really good.
FYI.
Oh.
May or may not have been on purpose.
Yeah, that was not too long ago. They talked about that, right, Des?
yeah, no, I was a really big fan of it in theory. I really want it to work out.
I think you only ended up with the one.
Yeah, I guess I
The
should've never
second
doubted
one,
myself.
the follower turned around. She's sitting there right by the entrance.
Yeah, I see her. Okay, well, go me.
I really thought you were getting them both too, but she just sort of ignored the entire thing.
Sometimes when you pull something, they'll like do a little jog towards you. If you pull them back farther, they won't do a full aggro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
noticed that.
that with the LOS too. Sometimes you can and they'll. Someone taught me. I think it was someone from the stream earlier today or yesterday, whatever, told me about
Pulling the higher
Um,
chevrons.
crouching after line of sighting them and then crouching and then they won't come after you.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
so there's a little bit of like stealth with the
Yeah,
crouch.
like if I come around here and like crouch or something, if I didn't press all the wrong buttons, then it would have worked. Like I pressed my start button, I was like, oh darn it, that didn't work.
I saw you just aim your crossbow at that little guard tower there. I'm like, that's not crouching.
I'm sorry, I have to double take here. Did you say your start button?
Oh, Windows button, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I heard that too, Desmond. I was going to inquire about a
I
controller
was
or
like,
something.
are you
I'm so used to start from like Windows
Control-
XP, it said start, so I was like,
Yeah. I gotcha.
Tetsu's playing Final Fantasy over there with his controller, his 360 controller.
I did actually just buy an Xbox Series X, I guess, controller like
Nice.
yesterday
Nice.
in preparation for possibly playing 11, just in case. It was just I may not even play it, but just whenever there's a chance of playing it, a new server, I'm like, I should be prepared.
Nice. Yeah.
It's better to be prepared, right?
I got a new PC, I might as well just get a new controller with it.
Mm-hmm.
You may as well, because that way you have it.
Mhm.
You've spent this much already. What's another whatever?
But like, because like I used to use the PS4 controller. Yeah, well, I did until I got this now, and like it has Steam support, which is great. But some games that aren't ran through
Yeah.
Stream, like a private server, it was crazy hassle to get the PS4 controller work.
As a long time like PlayStation controller lover, it hurts to say, but the Xbox controllers are just more compatible with PC.
Mm-hmm.
We can move
And
in,
now
by
I've
the way.
gotten used to it.
This controller is very nice. I like it. Like it's like it feels like heavy. You know what I mean? In quality, it doesn't feel flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this controller.
Yeah, those Series S ones are super nice.
The only thing is like nothing can beat the Sony D-pad for me in fighting games. That's the only thing that like no one ever beat it.
Yeah, I don't play fighting games, so I'm not losing out.
Yeah, if it wasn't for fighting games, then I and it's more compact too. I like because I have small hands, so it, like works out. Like my thumbs almost touch each other on this new controller. The exact opposite of the Duke back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember the Xbox controller, the
No.
original.
I was
The
thinking you
Duke,
were,
oh my god.
I thought you were referring to the GameCube controller for a second there. Remember how big that thing
No,
was?
no, the original Xbox, they actually reworked it after about 3 to 6 months on the market because the Japanese market was complaining that the controller was too big for them.
Oh,
Really?
I mean, I do remember a lot of jokes about just the stupid size of the Xbox controller.
It's massive. Like I was, a kid back then, so my hands were even smaller, and I could not reach the start button. I had to like move my
Oh,
hand
that's
over.
adorable.
Wow.
I probably still can't, to be honest, regardless of child or not. I pulled too early. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll try and
I guess I'll heal.
get this guy.
See if I can stun the new one.
Byproduct says the original Duke
There
was
you
the
go.
size of a big gulp.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. But they remade it, right? Like they 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, like they brought it back, like modern with Bluetooth and whatnot.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Some people with bigger hands loved it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Got some really weird
Tetsu?
64
Oops, oh, yeah, he's on.
Yep.
Get off, get off, man.
Come back to it.
Where are you going? We got enough mobs here for now.
The only PC game that I really wanted a controller for ever was the Tony Hawk games, the Pro Skater 2. Which one was it? 4? 2? 4? Anyone, one of those. Was really, really good. I had a lot of fun with that game. And
on PC.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
I might make a bad decision later tonight.
It was the one that had the it was the one that had the AC/DC song as the intro. It had is
Yeah.
Dirty Deeds or Dunder TNT. I can't remember. I think it was TNT.
It's
maybe.
TNT.
Yeah, it was. That was such a good game.
Wait,
God,
that's
I love it.
Underground too.
No, it wasn't the underground games. This was definitely just,
We have a nope, they're turning.
they're falling down the cliff.
Yeah. It was an interesting path they took, but I'm not going to complain.
No.
I'm pretty sure the as far as original games, I remember Underground 2 being the one with TNT.
I'll have to look it up
But-
later.
I played a lot of Tony Hawk when
And that game was
I was a kid.
it was so fun. It was so fun.
So good. With Underground, like Underground is still one of my favorite video games. Just because, like, as silly as it is, where you're playing a skateboard game, and then they're like, and now you can get off, and it's just like everything changed.
I don't think I played any of the underground ones. I think
The first two are just really good.
I
I
think
would say the first one is the best for sure.
they
So Gulo just raised a really good question in chat.
Ooh,
what's that? Let's see. I asked Nathan what he would take from Embers and carry it over to Pantheon. He said the urine.
jeez.
Urine is decidedly low fantasy. I disagree. Okay, well that's a good question though. What would you, if you could take one thing from this game and bring it to Pantheon, what would it be?
I already know my answer. I'll let you guys go. I know what it is.
Well,
I was curious because Tetsu, you had that look on your face of I have an answer because I know mine as well, but I was curious to see if anybody.
You go first, Stan. You go first.
Mine is actually a combo, and it's something that I wanted to bring up as I have an item of praise for the game. Anyway, I really like that they have put work and effort into the variegated difficulty that they have in place, and they do it in two different ways. I love the different chevron system that they use. You know, we've seen that in other games. Des, I know you have one in mind. So I love that they have mobs that are at equal level, meaning mechanically they are a same equivalent level scaled to your character. It's not just, hey, we've raised the level. Okay, cool. My hits, all of a sudden aren't missing on, a more or less difficult mob. It's a good way to differentiate difficulty and challenge, but I like the combo of that plus their design of safe zones fading into more dangerous zones as you leave and go away from towns and roads into progressively more wild areas. If you look at their design, they've got safe zones where there aren't mobs. They've got roads, which if they're traveled roads, are likely to be clear. Then they have just off the roads, you start running into one chevron mobs. A little further into the wilds, where you start running into two chevron mobs. More wild areas, less frequently patrolled, more dangerous. Then you get into 3 chevron mobs as you get further out there. I really like that they have implemented that design, and they've done it in an intentional way.
It's a really good point, man.
Yeah,
excellent point. I hadn't even thought about that. I didn't even realize that necessarily. I mean, I think I knew it, like I feel it, but I didn't know it, consciously. Maybe.
Because, yeah, it's something that if you do it right, it just scales that challenge naturally as you move further away from places you consider safe.
Sure.
And it really is. The funny thing is, and I don't remember if it was in a 101 stream, a 201 stream, or if it was on one of Sparoh's streams when we were playing Lotro back in the day, or maybe even an ESO stream. I talked about how I wanted to see that design in Pantheon because that's what I would love to see as the difficulty scales out. And then we start playing this, and I was like, huh, that's familiar.
They do it. Wow, that's what a nice surprise. Yeah, that's fantastic. Ooh, how many do we have coming in here?
I'm trying the crouching technique. It is not working. Wait, maybe it is. Wait, maybe. I don't know.
You've angered them more. They think you're teabagging.
Look, it worked.
Desryn.
Yeah.
They're like, are you taunting us? What are you doing?
We can see you. You know that, right?
No, that
They're
actually
right
worked.
There.
Two of them walked away. That's excellent.
Yes.
Okay, so Tetsu, what's your thing? You had your answer ready to go.
Well, that's going to be part of it now.
That's perfect. I love that.
But there were two. The first was and this was kind of something that Brad alluded to back in the day, was like midway points or checkpoints within dungeons, kind of like what they have the Ember rings, where you can stop in the middle of a dungeon, like, all right, I gotta head out, or I gotta leave soon. Let's head to the midpoint, and then you can heal up, warp out, whatever you need to do. And again, that's something that Brad had mentioned years ago. I remember that. So that's pretty cool.
That's
yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And the second one is pulling. I like the fact that you have to put your weapon away to kind of run quickly, and then so it adds, specifically me, because I love to pull, where I can, it's like a game. I'm like, okay, mobs 20% down, put away weapon, run, mez that mob, make sure that one's within distance, take out a ranged weapon, shoot, put ranged weapon away, come back, hide behind fences now, but it adds to my little pulling mini game that it goes on in my head.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I hadn't even realized, you're right. Like, the way they've talked about campfires and dungeons and Pantheon is similar to what they've got going on here with the Ember rings in the dungeons, the little escape patches.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So having thought about it a little bit, I'm not sure this is like the best answer that I have, but I will say one thing that I do really like and I wouldn't mind seeing in Pantheon is the positional bonuses that weapons have. I think that's
Exile ad.
yeah, I think that's pretty
Oh.
neat.
2 exile ads.
Okay, let's get those guys.
That was random.
Try and get this rat finished off here.
You can try to stun the guy with the shield.
Right.
Yeah, you got him. Good. Nice stun.
Good stun.
Am I supposed to hit the guy with the Z's on his head?
No.
That was supposed to...
Troublemaker. Oh, he's awake.
We should probably go after him next because he's a yellow 2 chevron. So after the rat, go after that guy.
Okay.
Doing a hell of a lot of damage to the rat.
Leave the rat up, honestly, and take these guys because the rat's red.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm almost
No.
dead.
I healed.
I'm trying to get him off
Stands
again.
instead. I've got like 3 seconds on my heal. I'm
I only had my hot up.
I can't pull, I
no.
can't pull
Oh,
this
my
thing.
hot ticked. My hot ticked on myself, so it got me up.
Come on, why are you not? Oh, there we go. Okay, I threw some urine on him or something.
this might not end well.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta run.
Let's,
All right.
let's
Alright,
run
just go.
up the hill because we can get to this little road here. And at the very least, this is a safe spot if we die.
Yeah.
I like this little ridge road, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Gives you a nice overview of the camp. Yeah. Okay, are they still coming?
They're still coming. Just keep
Did my
running.
hot actually get? Hey, I think I got it on you.
Yep.
Oh, the kiddie pool mobs are back. Darn.
And the
Yep,
rat,
they're back.
Straight out the fence.
But if we keep going,
the rat is
this
just
way.
almost killing stands. He's gonna die of a rat bite.
yep.
Or
But I'm
even
going to die outside in a safe spot.
Okay.
Oh no!
Maybe not. Maybe not. You survived. Look at. Oh, there's
Oh
still
my
one coming. There's
goodness.
still one
Alright.
Yep.
single.
We can
I
kill
would-
we can kill this one. Just
Okay.
kill this one.
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
can do this.
Yep.
I
Therek,
got it.
can you grab him? All right.
I got it. I got it.
I would like it noted, by the way, that as far as my UI was telling me, I was at 0 of 1.
Yeah.
For that
Right. I thought
entire
it was just
run.
me.
Nope.
You're like a corpse running
Hots,
around,
man.
0 HP.
No, it wasn't the hots. I was literally at 0.
Huh.
I thought it was just me. All right, thank goodness.
That is too funny. It's sometimes, an unfinished game is your best friend, right?
I
Well,
think
the
we
death
just.
system worked on me just fine. So.
You pushed it too far. You took it beyond its glitch level.
I basically self-res myself, so.
You're that good of a healer. You can heal yourself from the dead. Res yourself as you're dead.
Well,
Well,
good job surviving, everyone.
Yeah, I like what
Yeah.
byproducts
Health
is.
and stamina back here.
Byproducts. Leave the rat, he said. LOL. That was our first mistake.
Yeah, the
Well, I mean,
rat
the
knew when it
problem was-
its time to shine.
You guys were chipping away at the rat, and the exiles were killing us. So
The rat's time to shine.
yeah,
That's like the best day that rat ever had. He's like, I had him so close. I almost had that tank down.
Yep.
He was one bite away, a whisker away from being my first kill of the day.
Wow. I can ground torch here.
Try to do it up closer to the entrance if you before you put it
Oh,
out. or
sorry. It was already
That's
casting.
fine.
yeah. The guy in the bowl down by the trees is also there. If you want to.
Oh, that the guy in the woods. All right.
Yep.
Kite shield. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's actually nice.
Armor class 25. That's not as good as what I have, so I will greet it.
You guys brought up some really great positives for sure.
Yeah, what's your answer?
Well, I was gonna say the flanking thing because that's like as far as a big system goes.
Mm-hmm.
I find it very enjoyable. I wish it was a bit more flexible. Like, basically being confined to like one weapon type feels pretty bad. Like, I wish all weapons had a bonus of some kind, just some were better with certain flanking bonuses than others, you know?
Hmm.
Not just absolutely nothing. But in the absence of that, since that was already taken from me, I'd say the map, actually.
Nah, I'm so glad you like the map. That is wonderful. I've heard so much.
Yeah.
I've heard so much map disdain that hearing you say that makes me very happy.
It's got the regional uncovering without showing your own location. It gets you a little bit of extra with the glowy if you're next to a POI.
Mhm.
You know, the fog of war makes it a mystery when you go into a zone for the first time, and that's nice. You could still get lost. However, not having a compass irritates me to no end. We need a compass.
Do you not find the planet very helpful?
I find the planet a terrible stand-in for a proper compass.
Really, I see that surprises me because you talk about like elegant solutions all the time. I view the planet as a very elegant solution to a lack of compass.
I refuse to believe that was intentional.
What? I heard it was.
There's no way. There's no
What,
way
the
that
planet
was
being
intentional.
north?
Yeah. I thought it
No,
was
that
like
has to be.
confirmed.
That-
I thought it was confirmed
There's
by
no
the
way
devs.
that is meant to be used a navigational like thing. No way.
Huh. If it's not, then they lucked. They basically fell into a beautiful
exactly.
way of
I
doing
think it was an
but-
accident.
Wow.
So I don't know.
I don't believe that either. I think it's intentional.
But like the sun is unreliable. I like if you're looking for an elegant solution, it's not quite there.
It doesn't meet the DES standard for elegant solution. My dreams are crushed.
I you know, we should have compasses in this world. I'll say it. Like there's
I
plenty
won't
of
argue
low
that
tech.
point. Yeah.
I like what
Or at
byproduct.
least the sunsetting.
Yeah, I
That'd
like
be nice.
byproduct said. You know, you can't see the planet when you're underground. That's true. In the caves, a compass is definitely would be helpful.
Yeah.
I would like dungeon maps. Now that you say that, I would like some dungeon maps because it's. I mean, especially with the dungeons looking so similar, just the tunnels. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
impossible to figure this out. Like you can, but it's really hard.
I feel like it would be like, you know, like a Zelda situation where you can find the map of the dungeon somewhere in there, and then you
Yes.
have it. You know.
Yeah, that's
Did
fine.
you hold it over your head when you found it?
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, congrats, Mujinn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, grats, man.
Nice.
Level 10.
I'm at 70%.
I would actually like maps that just uncover a region of the dungeon too.
Okay.
Not necessarily the whole thing. I think that hails to adventure games pretty well as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could see the map system in this game being carried over to Pantheon. That would be perfectly acceptable to me. And maybe finding a compass in the world. I mean, you know, Pantheon's got so much Zelda going on already, like the way that Joppa talks about it. Finding a compass somewhere would not surprise me.
Hmm. That's awesome, byproducts. It's really awesome.
That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know that. I wonder if like that happens to everybody who works in like mines and stuff. They just sort of figure it out by feel.
I mean, birds have it as a.
Hmm.
I can't remember what the anatomical thing is, but
Like an instinctual.
they can basically sense the magnetic field. So it's like
Oh right.
not like they can see it, but you know, it's like they can tell.
Yeah, I saw.
So-
Yeah, there was something on Netflix I watched not that long ago that talked a lot about that. You're doing a bang up pulling job tonight, Tetsu.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, oh man, I was about to take a rest, but I mean, I'm regenning decently
It's
and
just
we're just
super,
going.
super smooth, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm always telling everyone to drink. The more you drink, the faster I can pull.
It's time for me to eat my coarse lean meal morsel
Oh.
that Desryn gave me.
Where should I put the torch? You said closer to the entrance?
We're about to move. We're almost done clearing.
Okay.
This is the last mob, so save it for the next
Okay.
camp.
I've got a bit of a stockpile, so. Also, when we first got that extra mob with the rat and everything, the song that came onto my Spotify was "Fortunate Son," and just us running away to that was just. I was cracking up. It really enhanced the moment.
I like your Spotify list. I saw you were listening. I think you had some Pink Floyd on earlier, and
Oh, it's all over the place.
now you got some CCR. I love it. Fortunate Son is one of my favorite CCR songs.
Yeah, it's really good.
I used to, when my kids were little, I used to make like family videos and like put them to music. Every year I would make a new one, and one year was an all CCR mix. So good.
Random funny story about music to videos, but my senior high school video that they put together, or like a group puts together, they had the school vote on the song, and they actually wouldn't put in the one that was voted highest.
And why was that, Des?
Because the entire school voted on Pink Floyd's "The Wall."
Oh, they wouldn't let you play The Wall. That seems repressive.
Not The Wall. Oh my gosh,
Comfortably Numb.
no.
No, it's we don't need no education.
Yeah,
Don't need no
but
thought
the
control.
song.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song? Oh my gosh.
Well, that
Wasn't that another brick in the wall?
Yeah, that's another brick in the wall.
wall. Okay, I was like, The Wall's the album. Why did I? Okay.
Yeah, the song is.
But yeah,
another brick.
everyone voted on that, and you know what they put in? Just it actually upsets me because it's just
That's
so
too far.
That's 3. Somehow that third one. All right, run. Just too much.
All right.
Okay.
Just run 'em out.
Yeah, I don't know where
That's
that third
fair.
one came from.
You didn't do your crouch.
Yeah, I was looking at the crouch, but I'm like, it's just a path.
There's no crouching. Sorry, Des, you were telling your story. What was the song that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
so
Yeah,
random. They put in "Good Riddance" by Green Day.
Oh my God, that is the most
stereotypical,
cliche high school graduation song. Played at every occasion.
They when they were playing it during like our final like assembly or whatever, like they got booed. Like everyone booed, and they actually like all the teachers got super upset, and it was a thing. But
that's funny. That
Hey,
song.
Mr. Cottleshire, good to see you.
Hey, Mr.
Oh,
C-
Mr. Cottleshire!
Mr. C. He, Mr.
Oh yeah,
C.
Mr. C.
put up a video today or yesterday that is excellent. I watched it this morning. It's talking about, it's just sort of talking about MMOs and some common things in common MMOs, modern MMOs that are annoying, and why old stuff like Pantheon holds so much promise. And I really liked it. So if you are not subscribed to Mr. Cottleshire's YouTube channel, you should definitely go and do that. His character.
I'm gonna literally do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
So there's some video in that. I'm assuming it's his character, but he made a Final Fantasy 14 character that is.
I'm gonna pull this one back a little ways because distance.
Sorry, I was alt tab looking for his channel.
I was warning Des as healer, and he's on Mujinn.
Yeah, as I was saying, he just put there's a character. He's a Final Fantasy 14 character that is absolutely hilarious looking. Okay, I'll get this other exile.
Alright, I'll switch to straight healing.
Nope, they just love stands too much. Nothing I can do.
I'm gonna try to stun him.
Perfect, got him.
Well, I had him stunned.
Oh, I had the wrong person targeted.
Yeah, sorry. So
That's
do I.
always nice.
So, okay.
I swear I used to be a good healer.
Sure does.
Okay, gonna
Back
try
in
to
my
stun the
day.
head.
He's with his other group. He's a good healer. With us, he's just it's just practice time. There, nice.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My video game hiatus broke me, I guess.
Video game hiatus.
Yeah, like basically most of my 20s, I kind of stopped gaming.
Really? I don't think I've ever had an
Yeah.
extended period in my life where I didn't game. Maybe like early high school when I was getting into trouble more than I should have been, and I would have been better if I'd kept gaming, but I got away from it for a while because that was like maybe a year or two, not long.
Well, that's a good moral of that story.
It's absolutely true too. If I had stuck with the friends I had and stayed like a total computer nerd, I would have been fine. But I wanted to be cool, so I wanted to hang out with the bad boys, and it was not good.
Now,
Therek was a
during
bad boy.
I did the bad boy boogie.
I think the only MMO gaming I did from 2010 to maybe 2018, 2019 was I was there for the launch of ESO and there for the launch of Guild Wars 2, and that was pretty much it. Played some Landmark because I thought that was supposed to be doing a thing.
Like I got away from.
Oh, Des.
Don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Hurt.
I know it's
Hurt
taboo,
feelings.
but
Hurt feelings.
if we don't talk about it,
You gotta work
Never
through it.
heal.
You gotta talk about it and work through it.
that's right.
I can get behind that. I mean, I got away from MMOs. I just didn't get away from gaming in general, though. Like I just got away from MMOs when my kids were born because I was like, I can't do both.
That's so funny because the bit of gaming I did was only MMOs, so it's the opposite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right after high school in like '06, I kind of got away from gaming. Well, the MMOs, I just kept gaming, but MMOs is too much time for me when I was trying to like party. But
Yeah.
I love video games, so I'm like, I can't do an MMO and party.
You're like, I can't stay mad at you.
Man, byproducts, we still need to play some League.
No, yeah.
So it's funny, Mujinn, now that you've hit level 10 and are hitting these guys more, I actually have to tank.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, I'll be honest, like Therek was talking about, these guys aren't peeling off,
No.
For almost all of these mobs, I've been using like 2 abilities and then now.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty basic. I should actually switch to my two-handed weapon rather than my sword and shield here because I'm just not even like.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a good two-hander? Do you want to use the hammer from that name, dude? Because I'm not using it right now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It hits like a truck, dude.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, when you're ready, we gotta move up a little bit because the mobs
hold on.
are.
I gotta destroy.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
That's right, Mr. Colshire.
Nice.
Like that's where the soul of gaming is right now. I swear. Like there's good AAA games, but yeah.
That is a sweet mall stance.
It does some thwacking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some
Ground
thwacking.
torch here.
Okay. It's another.
I'm not sure because I gotta see if there's like mobs walking around over there. But soon.
Just let me
Soon.
know where. I'll place one down. I also like ground torches. Just throwing that out there. Big fan of ground torches.
I was just gonna say I like that the equipment is not soulbound. Like I could take Stan's hammer and use it for a little while. Like so many games, so many MMOs these days, you cannot do that in. They do not want you like
Dude.
equipping an item and then
Well-
giving it to somebody else just to use temporarily. Like they because of the economy and they want to.
It's got to be balanced with what comes into and out of the game,
Yeah.
and it's one of the big reasons for binding is.
Go for it for the ground
But
torch if you
that's
want.
because games started realizing that people love getting loot, and so they're like, let's give them more loot because that feels good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just think it's nice that you can share the wealth a little bit,
Yeah.
Like this thing's awesome.
Can try this one
Right?
too well.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you got that one.
Feel
Okay,
free to
good.
put that ground torch down, Des, if you like.
Yeah, I just dropped it.
Nice.
Nice.
That makes a difference.
The dark was really messing with me at first. I'd never played a game like that, so at first I was not a fan, but I've gotten used to it and I like it.
I love it.
I've gotten used to it as well. Absolutely. Yeah, this place, especially when we first delved further, my first time delving further into this exile camp, the lighting at night is super nice when you're high up to see all like the little paths, and it's very well lit, like in certain areas. But then even when the sun comes up and it's full daytime, it looks great too, because you're like, wow, it's just, there's something about it. It's almost like two different zones, right? When it's night and day.
Mm-hmm. I was it Tuesday during the 101? You guys didn't notice me. I felt like Batman sitting above on the cliff while you guys were fighting, staring down at you guys.
Sort of perched there like a
Mm-hmm.
like a menace.
Well, one thing, Tetsu, is that normally when doing these groups, I turn the option on so I only see grouped nameplates just to cut down on clutter. So I saw a lot of NPC of other players running around. I just didn't know it was you, my camera panning,
No,
until I realized, hang on a second.
Would have never found me if I was in that box.
That was the funniest
Stealth
thing.
box.
That box, and then Crypt got in there too, and
That-
that was so funny.
What I was hoping would happen, I kept asking you guys to /rope me. I was hoping that you guys would be roped into the box because I thought like you couldn't.
Oh my god.
That's
when I actually did /rope you, and basically it slammed me right up against the side edge.
oh,
of the
okay.
box.
So it
didn't pull
almost
me-
worked.
Yes, it didn't pull me through the barrier, but man, it tried.
I even like the animation with this hammer.
Yeah, I do like the hammer animation a lot better than the polearm animation.
Mm-hmm.
But this polearm just has better tanking stats. So
I have never seen an MMO do pole arms correctly, except for maybe like Age of Conan.
oh,
it's
that's
just
an
something
interesting. That is a 0 weight for armor mask.
It is, yeah.
But it takes a head slot, so it's like
Takes
not...
a head. Well, it takes a head slot, but that means that you can use your armor weight in other slots.
Oh,
See?
so I should probably roll on it, huh?
Yeah.
Can you sleep the other one, Mujinn, the one that just got here? Because he's yellow, so you should be able to hit him. There you go, awesome.
Yeah, any 0 weight piece cannot be sneezed at because that's a slot that you don't have to put weight in, and you can put your weighted armor slots around.
No,
Like-
that's totally right.
Yeah, the head slot that I'm using right now, the mask, has 18 armor weight. Like, it's
Yep,
heavy.
we're wearing the same thing, and
Yeah.
man, that takes up so much of your.
I've gotten really
I-
lucky on the roll snipe, so I won that head slot piece.
Nice.
That is amazing.
That'll
Try.
let you fill up a lot more stuff.
Sweet.
Surprised you guys haven't fallen over with such a heavy helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well balanced.
I know it. I know it's heresy to say in a lot of groups, but speaking of pole arms, one of my favorite pole arms animations was Blood Elf Paladins in WoW. Paladin with the pole arm, the animations were amazing.
Really? I'll have
Yep.
to look
Was it
that
the
up.
same as the Night Elf one?
I don't know. I did not play a Night Elf.
Oh,
Hey, Drac. Drac is in the chat.
there he is.
Everybody look out.
In
Everybody
the
look
cause trouble now.
out. He's casting fireballs on chat.
You know, another great song
And sneezing
that,
on gear.
came on earlier was this. I wish this was Drax's like theme song on some promo video, but Pinball Wizard.
I was never a big fan of the Who, honestly. Like, I feel like that's the one band I don't understand why everybody likes, to be honest, and people probably jump on me
And
for
here I
that.
thought I liked you, Therek.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I just doesn't work for me. The Who has never worked for me.
One of my favorite rhythm sections of all time. Keith
Yep,
Moon
I
and
was
John
like,
Entwistle.
Ugh.
I mean, John
That
Entwistle is
bass.
a beast. I mean, literally, he's amazing. I get that, but I can't do it, man. Roger Daltrey and they almost
That's
felt like
fair.
they almost felt like
Oh, I can't.
Led
I can't deal
Zeppelin.
with
Like
it.
they were not.
Can someone take care of that? Someone that's a
What are you talking about?
admin.
What?
Mod?
Oh.
Chat.
Oh, I see.
Darn it. Okay, hold on.
I gotta add in chat.
An ad.
I can't tank that ad. Sorry.
They're just advertising for friendship. aren't they?
Oh yeah.
I'm like telling my story. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought it was something in the game. I'm like looking around. I'm like, is something going on? Like, oh,
Yeah,
think they-
I
didn't
stopped
they-
pulling because I'm like, oh no.
Didn't they like just add the functionality to add other people as mods, like on YouTube?
Probably. I don't know.
Like it's. I mean, I'm not gonna
It's,
say it's not a good thing, but it's like, wow.
Yeah, you just got to be right on top of it, I guess.
Well, you weren't looking for a companionship tonight?
Dude, I got all the companionship I need right now.
Right here,
Aw.
big
Aw.
group hug.
Aw.
I mean, I've already gotten into Therek's pants on stream. So.
True.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my god.
Oh, another good wizard song, Black Sabbath.
Oh my gosh. Literally
There
the
you go.
wizard. Literally the wizard.
There you go. That came on like earlier today, so
That might be my top 3 Black Sabbath songs.
it's a really good one. I really like it as well.
So good. That, War Pigs, and Fairies Wear Boots, maybe. Love me.
Oh,
some.
okay.
Love those
I
songs.
definitely War Pigs. War Pigs is probably my favorite
Yeah.
for sure.
So what would Therek's theme song be? Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap?
It's a great song. I don't know if it's my theme song, but it's a great song. I don't know. I don't know what my theme song is.
The first thing that popped into my head was a song that I don't know the name of because it's like from a soundtrack. I'll have to find it.
Okay.
Ah.
Just go with the good old classic Led Zeppelin, do Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. I love that song.
Okay. Okay.
You know, good everything. Good drums, good guitar, good bass, everything.
It's funny, Therek. You say, you bring that, just like not, not being a Who person.
Hmm.
That's Led Zeppelin for me. I cannot do.
Really?
I cannot do Robert. I cannot do Robert Plant.
Wow, we
Robert
definitely
Plant for me is nails on a chalk.
we have exactly the same feelings. It's just switched bands. That is so
Yep.
unbelievable.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Huh.
Do you see the one coming on the right, the larger one,
Whoa.
if you could.
The Brienne of
So you,
Tarth, if you
so you
will.
see the large one?
Yes,
Did
you
you
see the
That looks like Brienne of Tarth, doesn't it? Look, she's huge.
Yeah. I'm trying to
You
get
know
some
what?
separation here.
Wait, you don't want to fight the girl right away?
Yeah, she was scary. I'm glad she needs to be put to sleep right now.
I have no heals for you, Tetsu.
I can't believe
okay.
that you feel that way about Led Zeppelin, and you're a guitar guy too. That is so unbelievable to me, Stans. But,
Yep. And the thing is, I think I would like them if they were instrumental.
It's
I
just
cannot
Robert
do.
Plant. Yeah,
It's just Robert Plant.
interesting.
We got an
We have
ad.
another ad.
Oh no. Back up the path. We can't handle all
back
this.
up the path.
Did we just kind of inch forward? Is that why we
I think they called for friends,
had
maybe.
problems?
I think a patrol like spawned or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bad timing is all. We were in a spot that normally is fine. We just bad luck.
It was Robert Plant. He heard what you were saying. He spawned on top of us.
the spirit of plant.
The spirit of Zeppelin came to get us.
I noticed they do have some jokes like we're in the spider caves and one was like a bark spider. Oh my god.
There's a mob that earlier we were talking about rats, but there's a mob. No, his name is Sliver, not Splinter. Never mind.
I see where you're going with that though.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think everything broke off. If you want
They
to
really
keep one.
Not
they
yet.
really should do no, we still got some.
We get these two. There's just two like one chefs.
There's another
Oh, okay.
there's another one behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It hasn't
they're all-
broken off yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all one ups. Should be fine with one.
I guess so.
Try
Okay.
the ones, yeah.
All
I
right.
put one up.
Kill them all.
I put one to sleep.
Nice sleep. That was a good sleep.
back here. Well, he's just on Tetsu.
I'm gonna try to put that one to sleep again.
This one's almost dead.
Dragass is fractured online.
Oh, yeah. Silly guy.
Mujinn, I saw you were playing. Were you playing some Fractured the other day? Did you go back to it?
Yeah,
How's
I've
that?
been putting out videos for it.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going pretty good. I started over and made an archer.
Oh yeah, enjoying it more.
A bit more. Got a bit more wiggle room with range.
Nice.
Yeah, I felt like a turret, machine gun turret when I was playing as an archer. I would just stand there and just fire off in all directions. And it would go past where you can see, right? So like, if I knew where, I'd just shoot in that direction.
Just shoot off screen. Congrats, Des.
I think Des leveled while he
Right.
was away from keyboard.
Right. This isn't a bad gameplay loop. I would say, or like, we just run right to the edge of that camp, get overwhelmed, run
Yeah.
back, get back through the kiddie pool, wade through it.
I agree. The loot's been good tonight. Getting lots of
Yeah.
nice items, eh?
I've got a couple things at level 10 in the bank I gotta give myself.
Yeah, my inventory is almost like entirely full here. Gotta do some sorting.
Is Pantheon putting out any videos today? Or is this not one of their days?
Well, Thursday. There's no news this week, unfortunately. There's the pre-alpha test this weekend, but
Yeah, I saw that. I guess I'll have to delete something and put something else in its place.
hey, Des, you leveled while you were AFK.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't-
That's the best way to love.
Just to let you know, I almost thought
Look,
I almost
no hands.
it made me think Drac was here. Sitting there doing nothing and leveling up.
Oh, brutal.
Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I had a buddy who was a mage in 11, and he would sit there and do nothing and level up too. It seems to be like a recurring theme with mages.
Yeah, it is the wizard, man. They do one big fireball and then they just sit down.
Yeah, he was a black mage, same thing in 11. Just
I did my part.
Yeah, that's my contribution.
All right, you guys got it from here.
Hope you like that fireball.
Drake wants something for Christmas. I can get him Fractured Online if he wants it. He keeps talking about it.
Yeah, he'll re-gift it, I guarantee.
the guy in the woods, he's over here.
Yep.
The woodsman, the exile woodsman. I'm at 92%. We got about 9 minutes left on the stream. Can we get 8% experience for me?
I guess I'll pull faster.
Pull, Tetsu, pull!
Tetsu says challenge accepted.
Yeah. Next thing you know, here comes 4 of them.
Yeah, well, we can move up towards the gate when this guy dies to give Tetsu
Yeah.
shorter pull range.
In I always talk about 11, but in 11 there was something called EXP chains. So as long as you kill the mob
Yeah.
within I don't know if it was within a certain amount of time that you pull the previous one or you kill the previous one, you keep getting a chain, you get a bonus, and you can like chain it. You could have like a 50 chain or whatever.
That's pretty
I
sweet.
actually really don't like that system. I know.
That's what's made him
was
such
it-
a good puller, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was the pressure. Like I had to make sure no one died, but I had to get the next mob. Whether they liked it or not, you're getting the next mob because this chain is not going away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14 carried the chain system across as well.
And we can move in here too.
Okay.
So I'm curious, Des, why didn't you like the chain system?
I don't like anything that feels like or makes you feel like you're forced to like not leave your seat.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, I mean, if some emergency came up, or you just have to step away for a bit, and it's like,
You're the guy who broke the
yeah,
chain.
exactly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You are the breaker of chains.
You would.
And I can make Game of Thrones references all day.
I know.
Good job on the
Nice sleep, Mujinn.
Yeah.
Any of you ever play Dark Age of Camelot?
We played it for the show back when Minus was still with us. That was the only time I've ever played it.
Well, they had a lot of interesting systems in place. It was very solo friendly even back when it was new. But the more people you add to the group, the bigger your group bonus for EXP was.
Well, this
And
does.
then
Sorry, I was just gonna say. So if you look in your party, the +4, we get a bonus for being close to party members. There is that game. This game does do that a little bit.
I do.
And then they had an anti-camping system in place, so the longer you sat at one particular mob group, the less EXP they would get. So it encouraged movement instead of just sitting in one spot all night.
That's interesting.
I don't know how I feel like, but
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
camping.
I do too.
Yeah, same.
Well, you could camp there. It's just that your EXP would be a bit less. That's all.
Yeah, I don't like feeling discouraged to camp.
Well, this was back at the time when people were like, "I'm sick of camping. Let's get."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It feels like a direct response to like some EQ stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the first games that had mapping with GPS in it too, including in their dungeons.
So we probably have one or two more pulls before we have to get safe.
Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm gonna pull you. Yeah, go ahead and everyone get your stand back. This might be a double
there you go.
double chevron pull.
Oh, well, hey, Therek, roll need on those and just keep that set.
Oh, I already passed on them.
Oh,
I wasn't thinking. I was thinking they were still in my inventory. I forgot I gave them to you.
that pole arm there, Therek, you should definitely roll need on it because that's what I'm using.
Okay, I did. I
Cool.
passed on that.
Yeah.
This
You
guy.
want that one?
This guy's gonna give me my my level too.
Awesome.
Nice.
Therek, you want that pull on?
Sure.
And once we're done this, we can move up some too.
Well,
How much percentage
it's
did
4
you
till
say
the
you needed?
hour.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
probably
okay.
we'll probably head out to a safe spot.
Oh,
here.
gotcha. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Give me that level. I know you're holding it. Hang on. Give it up. Let me loot that level. The killing blow.
Loot the
Must have enough
Boom.
XP.
Hey.
There it is.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Sparoh.
Oh, that is a shame. Oh well.
Well, you don't like Dragonflight?
No, she could have hung out with us. That's her stream got canceled, so she could have been our 6th.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Bummer.
That's a
That's how it
bummer.
pans out sometimes.
Yep.
Next time, Sparoh. Next Thursday.
So Therek, I'm going to hand off the other set of polished tin folds here. So you get the unworn. You don't even have to take the borrowed pants back.
I
Not even
get
the pre-used.
I get fresh pants. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Well, thanks for letting me use these for tonight.
No
because
problem.
That was
I got to give you your mall back here.
Oh, Derek, were you doing outfitting or armoring?
I am doing neither. I am a
he's doing
weaponsmith
weaponsmithing.
and
Oh.
woodworker.
That's your question.
I have outfitting on one of my characters, but not this one.
Oh, you got a wolf chasing you.
Hiding behind the rocks. Maybe I lose him.
No, he's going away.
Golf.
Get out of there, wolf. That was a very productive evening. My inventory is completely full with awesome loot. that is what
Really?
every MMO stream, every MMO gameplay session should be how it ends with an
Oh,
inventory full.
you
That's
just
funny because
want
mine
everything.
is Yeah, mine's only like half full.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, I've got-
I'm like,
I've only
I
got
got
5
four
stairs.
Therek
things.
has some good rolls. To...
I did have some good rolls. It's a streamer privilege, I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
Oops.
Wow.
Oh, I got to put it in my inventory. Hold on.
Yeah, you can't trade it direct from your equipped or from your craft bag.
Okay, hold on. I'll do that again.
Yeah. But the that pole arm is also a good two-hander. It's not quite as much damage, and it doesn't have the offensive stats, but it has parry and riposte on it.
Yeah, nice. Awesome.
So-
Thank you. Okay, so we'll wrap up the stream there. So that was a ton of fun, you guys. We had a great time. We adapted to the camping situation, content contested in the spider cave to go over and do some exiles, and very, very successful in my opinion. So thanks, guys. And let's see what's going on now. We got we got big pre-alpha tests this weekend, right, for all the Pantheon pre-alpha testers.
Yeah.
Long 24-hour session on Saturday to Sunday, so I'm banking some sleep for that. What are we talking about on the rewind this weekend, Des?
That's, yeah.
What are we talking
I was thinking
about?
the same thing. And are we delaying our premiere as well?
Yes, that is something I did want to mention. We are going to push the premiere of the rewind, which usually goes noon Eastern on Sunday on our YouTube channel here. Usually goes at noon, but because of the pre-alpha test, we're going to push it back to 1 p.m. Eastern by an hour, just so that folks can finish up their gaming if they want to, and then come over and hang out during the premiere. So yeah, so a little bit later, 1 hour later than usual for the rewind this weekend, and we'll figure out what we're going to talk about. I think we have some topics in storage, perhaps, that we've put off for a couple weeks that we can maybe break out. But yeah, so you guys, anything else you guys want to say tonight? Anything else before we sign off?
Where's your lore video?
Oh, Des.
It's in beta. All right, it's in beta. I'm doing some beta testing on it, but
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It is on the way.
It's still an early access video.
Yeah,
Early access video, something like that.
I gotta pledge first.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Cool. All right. Well, make sure you join us next week, same time, same place. Back for more Embers Adrift adventures, maybe with Sparoh this time. So yeah, good night, everyone.
Night. Bye-bye.
Good night.